to actually fit with a team, and that
Onto
they
the
do look
field.
very, very serious. Midnight line.
It was a little bit of an engage, just kind of a how do you do, as Tom Kench going after the Nidalee.
Yep, that's Southwind close up. That's a lot of stuns as well. Flash over the wall for the chase with an exhaust, but I think the backup team is here. We were talking about it though, because Southwind is that new addition to the roster for this bot lane. And they're still going. He's actually under fire right here as they're going to get well and properly chased away. That's first blood given over as Nidalee's back for a second try. Your River has his first kill. TP into the bot lane as a gank attempt comes through. They'll grab both in the bot lane, and this TP is entirely too much. Either overvalue that X factor of being an LPL side.
Well, so far it's looking pretty good, but at the same time, a gank.
Yep, Southwind caught out, will go down. That's going to be Puff, just able to slip away from the looks of things, although a lunge underneath the tower from Your River. You mentioned that there's a lot of IG youth members on this team. I'll touch on that in a moment as we have a little bit of a poke in. There's that jungle matchup we hyped. Not completed. In the meantime, your top battle continues. That's Z's all the way in. The Galio ult, heroic entrance will pop.
Well, that's a downgrade compared to Jackie Love and Bow.
Compared to Jackie.
World champions, as you might say. And a bit of a fight, though.
Yep, in for the Rift Herald at close range. That's going to be the best effort that can be offered by the Aatrox. And I'm not entirely sure who ended up with that Rift Herald, but in the middle of the fight, it's got very messy. That's Z's just underneath 4 members trapped in the Rift Herald pen. And it was SDX. Back to my initial question in a moment as we get this wave pushed in underneath the turret. I think this is still Southwind and Puff having to back off from yet another lane, but there's a TP behind them. This is a full investment for the fight. Another TP back in. We've got a 4v4 at the very least, and that'll be a full dive out. Southwind gone before the fight even starts, and Puff focused down well behind the turret. Will of the backup. Settle flying in for the back lines, and it's going to be dangerous all night long as SDX managed to hold strong deep in the back lines. River's going to be able to come out on top for kill after kill, and he swung the fight back at SDX, trying to rotate down. You can see that kind of positioning battle down bottom. IG as a whole would like to be able to get some leverage against that bot lane turret, and they might have an opportunity here as there's a full engage. The display of talent does land. Stopwatch will not save the day. Makuya's gone, and they do finally shut it lane. Presumably, as we do have a little bit of a duel starting off down bottom. It's still that same top lane duel. TP in will make this more dangerous. Yep, double TP to be fair, and that's going to be very, very dangerous as we lose these right off the bat. The supreme display of talent doesn't work out at all for Notice, but Your River was like right on his tail. So it wasn't, even if he lands the supreme display of talent, I don't see a way out of that. Speaking of, there's another one. That's a good land, but it won't secure the kill. A safe flash of the Xayah will keep her safe, even through with the Featherstorm. Your River able to do so much here, but this time, finally, IG step up. Now you're watching X4 just kind of hover in the backlines, having survived all that to his credit. And it's not enough as Puff chimes in for kill after kill.
Oh man, the focus on X4 was so good, but it just wasn't enough to kill him unless there's a bit of a mid lane collapse. But as we say that, it's going to be a 2v1 under the turret. Scaling is on their side. They're going to have to find these picks, but Baron has spawned, and it's looking like SDX are feeling like that's the objective.
Okay, SDX try to bully out the Baron, but there's already a rotate. Southwind right nearby Leon kind of poking in around the back of the Baron pit. That forces SDX to kind of pull it off. Leon right in for a 2-battle. I'm not sure that was worth it at all.
And this might even be a pick potential for IG.
Well, maybe it's all just about the bait play. Shadow in with the Nautilus hook. That is perfect. Easy kill off the bat, but now there's an instant turn as you've already lost your carry. Shadow gone, and I don't know what you do. Already down Puff, and just watching X4 deal damage after damage from the backlines. He says, Your River, coach. Your River.
I like to imagine a lot of locker room talk when SDX, but right now they're imagining me.
Yep, full engage. Shadow eats a lot of damage right off the bat, and they're not able to get anything for it, but He's able to stay alive through
Aatrox
this. Finally taken out by Puff. What an ultimate. Now the back lines. That's going to be the Aatrox of Makuya trying to get something done. Chased away now.
He's trying to chase down, will not be able to get it. A nice blast cone actually exits the Aatrox, and with this chase, there's nothing SDX is doing. They're actually getting a back timing and not actually getting an objective off of this. As the chase continues,
I think
it's still
they're
going.
Scared to do it without Shadow, and now finally, this is going to be a bait play because their hero has arrived. Taunt in, you are gone. And their desperate attempt from the jungler.
They're going to lose Baron off of it, and SDX, I don't know if they have a lose condition at this point.
It's not their river. SDX
river.
full in. There's no vision. Like we're oh, there is one ward blocked out by control ward. Pressure in from Puff. Maybe he and Southwind can get something, but it's desperate, and even them being here is so dangerous. He's just gone. Baron and a free kill on Southwind. Poke on the Shadow might get something back.
And I have to imagine this is going to be multiple inhibitors going down unless IG mounts a heroic defense.
Former world champions IG struggling to defend against SDX here as the heroic entrance will be burned. That's World Ender as well. And Leon is deleted yet again. Flash over the wall from Z's, then a turn back into this fight. And that might be too far as he's forced to go into stopwatch. In the meantime, though, they have caught pressure up top. They have found an opportunity. One kill back over. That's going to be X4 down. Captain Apple to grab Shadow as well. Now you're into stasis in the point. IG have held. Bot lane players over on SDX down the mid lane. Z's in the meantime. Once more. Oh my lord, this is going to work out. I don't believe it. Because, as you say, I think it was entirely on these team fights. Leverage of experiences. You might want to get ready for another one. There's that redemption. Maybe save a Shadow. When it does, I don't believe it. He gets down. And Z's in the back line. He's gone too far in. GA is keeping him alive. In the meantime, there's Makuya way far forward. Heroic entrance to follow up the deep dive in on a stopwatch as this Aatrox has gone too far forward. And a Galio that believed him has gone too far to aid him.
Oh man, Z's able to split that fight up.
But I can smell a little bit of it.
At the same time, they did find a back timing, but the counter engage is here. Tom Kench teleports in.
TP's in. Here's the full engage. Santa poking away. Supreme display of talent is beautiful. Baron will be scooped away by SDX. The rest of the fight is absolutely beautiful for IG, though, as he soars in and cleans up the pit. With Puff just raining on the damage. The only death for IG is Leon, and that is a death they can absolutely afford.
Oh man, there was just no engage possible for SDX. You said, TJ, desperation on face. Go Baron, they managed to get it, but at what cost? An ace for one, and now the rest of the team of IG just gonna rotate to the bot side, pick up an inhibitor, and maybe even look for the game.
They gotta catch this minion wave first. It's working overtime.
Yeah, it takes a second. But then they'll be able to push on the inhibitor.
And as you say, IG on the turn, they're gonna absolutely have time to go for the game here. The respawns are coming in over the next 15 seconds or so. That'll be the first of them. Shadow, though, the Northwest.
Shadow?
What on earth was
Shadow?
that? He just Spider-Mans into the backlines and finds out he's bit off far more than he can chew. And now there's nobody to stop for game. That's a massive over-aggression, and that will be the game. ID's experience